Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, we're going to continue with inventory, and in this part, we're going to make our slot widget. So this will be the slots that show up in our inventory when we make it later. So yeah, this one should be pretty quick and easy. So let's hop into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go into our third person folder, and in our blueprints folder here, we're going to make a new folder called widgets. Then we're going to open this guy up. We're going to make a new folder in here called inventory. Then we're going to open this guy, and we're going to right click, we're going to go to user interface, widget blueprint, user widget. We're going to call this WBP underscore inventory slot. And we'll open this guy. And in here, we're going to make a, we're going to look for a size box. We're going to add this guy. And on this guy, we're going to go to width and height override. And I'm going to make this 75 by 75. And you can see that I didn't change anything. So we're going to go up here to the top right. We're going to change this to desired on screen. And now this will be actually what it looks like. So I'll just zoom into this guy. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a canvas panel. We're going to add this to the size box. Then we're going to look for a button. We're going to add this to our canvas panel. And on this button, we're going to call this slot button. And we're going to anchor this to the full. And on the offsets, we're going to set this to 0 and 0. Like that. So now we'll open the style here on the normal, hovered, and pressed. So for this part, I'm gonna grab some inventory slot backgrounds that I have from a pack. So I'm just gonna go to Fab and find the pack I want to use. And the pack that I'm gonna use is I have a classic RPG UI pack. I think it's only like a couple bucks. I bought it a while ago, but yeah, this is the one I'm gonna use. I'm gonna add to project. Then once that is added, we'll find the one that we want. So we'll go into let's see, classic UI, special frames, this background gray. I'm just gonna use this guy right here. And I'm just gonna press the back arrow on all these images right here. I'm also gonna change these from rounded box to be image on each of them. And then on the hovered, I'm gonna just pull the value up a little bit so you can see the color change when we hover over it. Then I'll compile and save. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna search for an image. We're gonna pull this onto our canvas panel as well. And on the image, I'm gonna set this guy, we'll anchor this to the full as well. And on the offsets, I'm just gonna set to be 2. Actually, we'll anchor this in the center. Let's anchor this one in the center. And then we'll position to 0, 0. Alignment, we'll do 0.5 and 0.5. And then on the size, I'll just make it so it almost fills the whole thing here. Something like that. Maybe we'll do 68 by 68. Something like that. For now. Actually, we'll make that a little bigger. Let's do 72 or 70. Let's do 70 by 70. We'll do that. 70 by 70. And we're going to rename this to be item icon image. So this is what we'll use to actually show what our item is. So the icons that we made earlier, this will be where the icon shows up. And on this, we're going to set visibility to default to be collapsed. Like that. Now we're going to look for a text, and we're going to pull this text on our canvas panel right here. And this is going to be our item amount text. We're going to check this to be is variable. And we're going to anchor this guy to the bottom right. And I'm going to set this position to be about -18 by -9, something like that. And then on the text here, by default, I'm just going to set it to be 0. And then we'll go to the alignment. We'll set this to be 0.5 and 0.5. And on the position, or actually we'll go down to the font right here. I'm going to set the text to be, let's try around 8 for now. And we can't really see it, so what I'm going to do is down here on our outline settings, I'm going to set this outline size to be 1. We're going to go down to the justification, and we're going to set this to align text to right. Then I'm going to change the size here. We'll make this 32 by 13, something like that. And you'll see we get it down in the bottom right, and if we type a bunch more in there, we can see the letters will go to the left because we just set the justification to the right. So I'm just going to set that back to 0 for now. And by default, we will also set this to be collapsed. So compile and save. And now we're going to go over to the graph. We're going to add some variables in here. So the first one we're going to need is our player ref. So we'll delete both of these, and we're going to cast to third person, cast BP third person character. We're going to get player character. And off of this, we're going to promote the variable. We're going to call this player ref. And we can compile and save. The next variable that we're going to get, this is going to be our item info. So item info. And we're going to look for our item info right there. And then the next one is going to be the amount. So call this amount. And this is going to be an integer. And that should be all we need for now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a custom event. So we'll look for a custom event. And this is going to be the event we call whenever we want to update the slot. So it'll update, you know, all the info inside the slot. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our player ref. We're going to get inventory, get BPC inventory. And we're going to see, is a slot empty? And we'll hook this guy up. And the index that we want to check is our, oh, we did not add our slot index. That's another one we need. So we'll just add this slot index. That's going to be an integer. So we'll grab our slot index, plug this guy in right there. And we're going to grab a branch, plug this guy in. And next we're going to grab our slot button. And we're going to set is enabled. Plug this guy to the true. And then we're going to get our item amount text and our item icon image. We're going to set visibility. We're going to hook both of these into the set visibility. We're going to set both of these to be collapsed. And then we'll plug this guy in. And now we'll grab our slot button. And we're going to set tooltip. This won't really do much right now, but later on, when we add some more things, this will come in handy. So we're going to set tooltip right here. We're going to set that to none. So just to iterate what we're doing here, all we're doing is we're checking to see if there's anything inside the slot, and if it is empty, then we're going to set it to not be enabled, and then we're going to hide the image and the text, and we're going to set the tooltip to not have a tooltip. So now we're going to do what we need to do off of the false. So we're going to duplicate the set is enabled, plug this guy to the false, and we'll set in is enabled. We'll set that to be true right there. Then what we're going to do, we're going to grab our player ref and inventory here again, and we're going to get item info at index, and you'll see we have executions on this. We actually don't want this, so I'm going to double click this function here and get item info at index. I'm going to make this a pure function, so I'm just going to click that pure right there, and now you'll see it changes. We don't have execution pins anymore. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our item info. We're going to set this to be the item info. Also the index, we'll plug our slot index into that guy. And then we'll hook this guy up. And then our amount, we will set our amount to be the amount coming from here. Plug that guy in. Now we're gonna get our item icon image. We're gonna set brush from texture. And we'll plug this guy in. But we're gonna set the texture to be, I'm just gonna move this down a little bit. Grab from our item info here. We're gonna get it. We're gonna break this guy. We're gonna get our item image right here. Plug this guy in. And then I'm just gonna go over here and hide unconnected pins. And then we'll move this guy up. And now we're gonna copy our set visibility here. Copy all of that. And we're gonna move it over here. And we're gonna set this to be not hit testable, self only. And then we're gonna grab our item amount text. We're gonna set text, this bottom one, set text. Then we're gonna plug this guy in. And this is gonna be our amount. So we'll plug our amount in here and it'll convert it to text from an integer. And we'll just clean this up here. And just to go over what we're doing here, I'm gonna move this all down a little bit more. So if the slot is not empty, we're gonna set the button to be enabled, and then we're gonna set the info to be the info that we're grabbing at our current index of this slot. Then we're gonna set the texture to be the texture from that info. And then we're just gonna make sure that you can see the text and the icon image, and then we're gonna set the amount text to the amount that we set right here. And yeah, so we'll just go ahead and comment this guy, and we're gonna call this update slot, and that's pretty much all we need for this one. So we'll compile and save, and yeah, that's all we're gonna do in this part. So, like I said, quick and easy one. And, yeah, we'll call it here for this one. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.